God. Through her organization and her book, Try to Remember, Never Forget, and her global TED Talk, she continues to educate and inspire people around the world.
Her presentation today will share her parents' experiences during the Holocaust and will remind us how important it is to remember our history and to stand against hatred in all of its forms.
What is your name and who are you?
My name is Sandra Scheller, Sandra Scheller.
And who are you? How would you like to be, how do you identify yourself?
I identify myself as a curator and a Holocaust historian, telling the stories of Holocaust survivors that are living and preserving those of people that have passed.
What do you enjoy about coming to schools and talking about your mother's experiences here?
No two assemblies are alike. They're completely different. I have done this weekly, and no matter where I go, no matter what Zoom I'm on, no matter what classroom I'm on, every single presentation is different. What I like the most is when I'm with a Holocaust survivor and I get to listen to them, and I always learn something new.
And what are you trying to achieve by going to schools and presenting your stories?
The awareness that people need to take the time to understand what happened, that they can't just look at World War II and say, oh, that was so long ago. No, there's so many lessons from World War II that we need to learn because the history is repeating itself, and we have to put an end to that.
And if you had one thing to say to the student body of Bonita Vista High School, what would it be?
Gotta think about this one. What would I want to say? Be yourself.
What is your name?
Jennifer Eckstein.
What is your position at Bonita Vista High School?
I'm a biology teacher.
Do you consent to being recorded?
Yes, I do.
At this presentation, we've done it for how many years?
So I believe 1, 2, 3, 4. We've had 5 Holocaust presentations. The first one we did have an actual Holocaust survivor. Her name was Rose Schindler. The second 2 were her son that presented, and then the last 2 years we've had Sandra Scheller.
What are your favorite parts of these Holocaust presentations?
I think the stories that she shares are just immensely important. The timeline. I like to talk about the fact that this didn't happen overnight, and I think when how she builds up to the fact, which of course is the ultimate form of hate, which is the genocide, the Holocaust. The timeline shows that people, it was a slow rise up to all of a sudden, the ending of the Holocaust. My family was affected by the Holocaust early on. You could say the slow warm-up, the pogroms. In 1941, October 12, 1941, my great aunt and all of her children and her husband were killed and shot on just a firing range. 12,000 Jews in Stanislaw, Poland were killed that day. So when she tells these stories of all these things that were happening, I completely relate to them. And I think the timeline is important. And I think the timeline is important, especially if you're a social science student and you're learning about World War II and 10th grade right now. But to me, I'm fascinated with all the parts, the pictures, the audio of her mother, which is, documentation. I mean, everything to me is special about this presentation.
And if you had one thing to say to the student body of Bonita Vista, what would it be?
There's no place for hate.